see if this works. Let's see if this works this time. This will be my third attempt here to do a video, and it's not coming up. Hey, there's somebody jumping on. Yay, I think maybe it worked. Maybe it worked this time. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, there's the message that I'm going live. Oh my gosh, it might have worked. You guys, last night when we got home from Springfield from our antiquing trip, it was pretty late, and you know, you unpack the car, and I unpacked all of Julie's things, and we always love to show you guys what we got. So we did a video showing you guys what we got, and we were on for quite a bit last night, and no one, we had 0 watchers. So I hit the post, and it said it downloaded, and then the one person said it was frozen. So yeah, darn, that's so disappointing. Hello, Esmeralda. Hey, Becky. Thank you guys. Yay, Connie's here. Yay, I'm so glad this is working. Okay, you guys, I'm excited to show you my treasures. But first of all, I want to give a shout out to 2 friends that stopped me to say hello. Hey, Julie. Hello. Thanks for jumping on. Who stopped, Julie, my friend Julie and I, we were shopping, and they stopped us to say hello. They were both in my crafting group at Tammy's Making. And hey, Brenda, only half screen. Turn your phone. If you turn your phone, it'll be whole screen for you. And hey, Sharon, hi. And it was Joe Hall came. She saw me. She said she heard me. And she yelled out my name, and she brought me this awesome tool. I've never seen this before, but thank you, Joe. It was so nice to meet you. And yes, I did hug her. I couldn't help it. And with her permission, of course. But this was a bead threader. So in my group, she watched me struggle to get thread to make some beaded tassels and other things. So she brought me my very own threading tool, which is super cool. She said you just take the hole and you stick this tool in there. Then you put your thread on, and when you pull it off, it threads it easy. Oh, she watched me. I twirled, I spit on it, I dipped it in water, I wrapped it with tape. Like, I did everything I could think of to try to get those things beaded, and it was a struggle. I didn't know they made a tool like that. So just telling you guys, they do have a tool like that. So I'm gonna get going here and show you guys. Hey, Tammy, hi you guys. Sharon, and there's Sherry. Hi, you guys. So, Brenda, I hope that's working for you if you turn it. Yeah, Sherry, I thought that was pretty cool. And then also I saw Connie Walls. Her and her husband were there, and we met up. She texted to see if I was there, and we met up at the kettle corn booth. Hey, Vicky, hi. So it was so fun to meet a couple of you guys, and I hope to meet all of you someday. So if you ever see me out and about, if you're local, be sure you say hello. It was super fun. We were starstruck. Julie and I saw 3 different ladies that we follow over on Instagram, and we were like stalking them, like sneaking, like, oh my gosh, and I should have taken a picture of them, but we didn't. We saw Liz Marie Galvin and her husband Jose and their son Cope. And we spoke to them. They were so sweet, so sweet. And then we saw Lena from Farmhouse Frocks. She talked to us just for a quick minute. You know, we don't want to hold anybody up, but she was super adorable. I think she's awesome. And then we got to see Deb and Danelle from Deb and Danelle, and that was exciting, like major exciting. Also, all 3 of them, we were just thrilled. We were high as kites on Friday because of getting to see those girls. So it was pretty cool. I'm trying to decide if I need my glasses or not. I do, but I don't, but I do, but I don't. So on and off. So anyway, gosh, before I went on a minute ago. It's not letting me do what it let me do a minute ago, and nobody was here, so I jumped off. I thought it's disconnected me like it did before. Let me see. Hey, Patricia. It was fun to meet you. Oh, it was a long. Yes, we were exhausted too. We walked. What did we decide? 11 hours on Friday. We sat down for 15 minutes to have a cream puff. And then on Saturday, we walked for 10 hours, and we sat down for about 10 minutes to eat a cheeseburger. That was it. So yeah, we were exhausted. We were stiff, really stiff. So anyway, let's get going. I don't know whether to show you what I found for you guys or what I found for me. I'm going to show you all, but I don't know what order you want to see it. So I'm just going to randomly grab stuff. But one thing I knew I wanted was more white buttons. If I could find more white buttons. Well, I scored white buttons. This is $35 worth of white buttons. And I almost filled a bowl. So I'm excited to have found so many just white buttons. They're a little pricey. They're a little hard to find. Usually they're mixed with other colors, so I was thrilled to find those. You all know that about me and the handmade antique lace. I got a pile of it, and I already have a couple piles upstairs that I haven't even gotten to yet, but you know I've been collecting for our boxes. Here was another gal. She had some that I got from her, just a few. You know, you just buy little pieces and it's like $5 for a little strip or $10. Yeah, this one was $5. That was a pretty good chunk for $5. So anyway, I got piles of that. Here was a little $5 strip, but again, it's that tatting that's so hard to get. So I'm thrilled to have it, and I'm gonna be happy to put a little snippet of all of that in for you guys. I found these really cool, like anybody that wants to get the boxes. I found these cool rings though. They're curtain pulls, blind pulls, and they're all like crocheted. There was a whole bunch of them, and they're all different. What's this? Oh yeah, oh look at that one. That's cool. So I thought, well, I could put those in your boxes. I'm working on a antique box sort of thing. I got this, I thought this was, look at the face on that. Oh, I wish it wasn't so dark. If I turn my light on, it is, it's gonna be yellow, but maybe I will so you guys can see better. Here, let me see. See how yellow it gets, but maybe that's better. Let me know if you'd rather have yellow or no yellow. But I got this little clock. I thought the face was beautiful, and it's got all of the mechanisms, which what that does is makes it easy to stand up. Like I can't like to lean against books or a dough bowl, to sit in a dough bowl for interest. So I thought that was super awesome. I found this old lock. I love the old locks. There's a couple of them on my website now, but I thought that was a really good one. Let me see. Oh, I love the ironstone. Both of us were looking for butter pats, and I found these were the only ones I found. We were finding a good bit of Flow Blue butter pats, but we weren't finding a whole lot of these. Hey, Diane. You guys, and also, since the Facebook Live didn't work last night, I wasn't able to show you all of thanks, Gail. I wasn't able to show you all of Julie's treasures. She bought some beautiful, she bought some big, beautiful pieces. If you are at all on Instagram, go to Tammy Loves Vintage on Instagram and check out our highlights. I put so many on there, it stopped me. It's like a nice long chunk. We went into deep discussion about oil paintings and old Crocs and rolling pins and her Flow Blue collection. Like, her home is just stunning. And I even made a highlight. So if you're not there in the next 24 hours, maybe you can jump over and watch the highlight, which is just the little circles underneath our info. And it says, Julie, my BFF, so you guys can see Julie's stash because it's amazing. It's just amazing. It's fun to shop with her. And yeah, so okay. So all right, the other thing that I'm so excited that I scored these, but I bought a bunch of pins. Now these pins are all, you know me, it doesn't really, to me, I'm not really all about what all they say so much, but these are like police department. Scott County sports consulting assistant, I don't know, 1946. Here's a Michigan annual police shoot. Here is this 3-stage first team. There's just some numbers, but when we do the old bottles, it's nice to put a little tag, like an old tag of some sort, or an old pin or something. So I love that these are all older. They're not probably, I don't know if they're antique. I think that one said 1946, so that would be classified as vintage. This one has a ring on it too. Very cool. This one says center fire. Here's class A, here's 22 caliber. So I thought I would be able to put a pin in each of your boxes, or one of these. I think, yeah, some are pins, some look like a like just a slide. I'm not sure what, I don't know. And then I found this little handmade pillow with all kinds of pins on it as well. Now these are more ladies bar pins, and then there's some, like there's the Red Cross. This is a rose that actually is just with a bunch of looks like sequins or something, and then there's a Republican, someone was running for governor, let me see, McSparran for governor, and then this says Republican ticket, vote it straight. And then this one has a safe. There's a guy laying on his back, and there's an old safe, and it says, this is on me. So, and then the Red Cross, I don't know, I just thought they were really cool. This one says Fourth Liberty Loan, and then there's a little teeny police badge. So I thought they were cool. And then also the pillow itself was really cool. Someone has handmade this little pillow. So I snagged all of these pins to put one in each box for you guys. I dropped one, here it is. Okay, I scored some spindles. Now, sometimes these spindles can be a little pricey, so I was able to get a few spindles to put a spindle in each box. Maybe two, we'll see. I would love to have been able to put two in, but I gotta keep my price down too. But you know how I love to stick a spindle out of my, like out of a flower arrangement or something? You missed about the box. Well, who said that? Cindy. Cindy, I don't have it all together. Look at my hair. Put my glasses on. I don't have it all together with the boxes, but we are, thanks Deborah, we are working on putting together like a vintage box. Not a monthly thing or anything like that. Just something that's available to you guys with antique treasures in it. Like this one here is, I don't know why I have you up so high. Because my thing won't go down there. Okay, I need two hands, but I found a bunch of porcelain clock faces. Again, I know I've sold, most of you guys have bought all of my clock faces that I had. So I've got a bunch of clock faces. I'm not sure that these will be able to go into the box. I had to pay a little bit more for them. It just depends on where we end up pricing those boxes at. So I'm gonna order another size to see if I can get down a little bit on shipping so that I can put more in the box. I got these little tiny antique bells. I'm gonna put in my Christmas decor so that when we do some Christmas crafting, I can have some bells. I was able to get 4 decently priced, let me get them out of here. I got them from different people. Well, there. 4, like, oh, shoot, I just dropped one. 4, why can't I pocket watches. Let me think of what they were. 4 pocket watches. This one's pretty nice. It's got carving on the front and back. I know I sold one of you guys mine that I had like this. Oh, and you don't, well, you do need to see it. It's pretty. I didn't see it myself either. Is it, let me see if it's all even intact. Oh yeah. No, I didn't even open it. It's just beautiful. So we'll have to craft with this, like, oh, sorry, it's too close. This, and maybe use this on another one. I might have to send these in 2 pieces, but this has, so you could do it this way, but boy, that's so cute with the hunting scene on it. So I would probably do that 2 ways. And then here is, this one is a beauty. I would hang this one off of a bottle because it's pretty on the front and on the back. So there's those. Let me see, and that's trash. What else do I got? I got 3 rosaries. I won't be able to put these in the boxes because they're just too expensive, but these are awesome to drape on your, I always love the beading on these. I always drape these on my bottles or maybe around a candlestick or something like that. But just the thought of someone, you know, praying to these every day, or when they need security or comfort, it's something that you could go to that was tangible, and I just think that's very special to me. Oh, Cindy, you love the pocket watches. Aw, yes. It does bring a lot, these things do bring back a lot of memories. So this was a really cool find. I love old scales. I have every which way kind of scales they are. I used to not be able to pass a scale up. I've sold a ton of scales. This one was no exception. They did not have the little weights. There's a little tray here for the weights. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. And look at the little fluted pan. It's adorable. We, at the end of the day, on Saturday, we were done. We were just kind of headed to the car, and there was a super fancy booth, and they had this scale, and it was $25, or it was 95, I'm sorry, it was $95. Yeah, it's 95, and we knew it was good for them to have it in there. It was a good one, and just happened to say how cute it was, you know, and the lady says, oh, I'll give it to you for half price. I'm like, what? So of course you couldn't pass it up. You had to get it. But I think this thing is adorable. It will be adorable in the kitchen with just some little, something. And for now, I'll probably do this right here. Show you. I'll probably put some buttons in there. I don't know if I have some fake apples. It's probably too big. I'll have to decide what I'm going to put on there, but something like that. I don't know. This is too big, but something here. I don't know what. That was the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. That doesn't work. I literally legit just got this stuff. So here, maybe an old spool. I don't know. Just something. We'll put something on there. I don't know what. Or maybe nothing. Maybe it needs nothing. But I thought that was adorable. I never would have done the $95. Not now, because I have so many and I am not in the need of anything. So I didn't get like much. Isn't that scale something, Connie? Couldn't believe it. Tell you what I'm keeping. I'll keep the scale for sure. As of right now, I'm keeping the scale. And all of the rest of this, and the buttons, and all of the rest of this I've bought for you guys. So I bought these these 3 sweet little frames that someone had painted, but I thought they were adorable and could add some, you could put some white paint on them or something, but I thought they would be great for the boxes. She only had 3, but you know, the boxes won't be the same thing. I got these awesome embroidery hoops that they left the old project on there, on 2 of them. Look here where they've left the ribbon. I thought that was amazing. And one of you, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Jen Glenn. I don't know that she even watches me anymore, but I think it was Jen Glenn that wanted me to get her some embroidery hoops. So I've got to see. It's hanging on my computer. It's been hanging there forever because I have not been able to find any, but those are extraordinary. I love that they're old. I love their patina. We've done a lot of crafting with the old ones. These are by far probably the best ones I've ever seen. You're going to laugh at that. You won't laugh, but you'll scratch your head because I still kind of am myself. But inspired by Julie, I got this little doll head. It's a porcelain doll head. You find them all over the place, but I liked her because she was blonde. A lot of times they have black hair or gray hair, and I love that she's just white, and not super colorful, whatever. But Julie has a bottle that I have always loved, and she put her doll head. Hers was a little bit bigger, but she put a doll head on this bottle. We've got to figure out how to rig it up to make it sit on a bottle, and I've got to find the right proportion, but I know exactly how I'm going to do her. So I'm keeping her for a personal project for me that of course I'll share with you guys. I found this ever so tiny little old clock, and I thought that was adorable to go on my girl bottle. So I saved that. You know, I have a lot of things already, but I love that. And then Julie found this little pin, or a little, we don't know what it was, maybe a button. There's nothing on the back. It might have been a pin that the pin broke off, but this lady, it's an older lady, what do they call it? Like, is it celluloid? I'm not sure what it is, but it's so tiny, so it was awfully sweet. I may stick that on her too. We'll see. Those are keepers. This is a keeper. I found at a booth. This is silk thread. I might smush the thread up and put another color to fill it out. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put some handmade lace on it. But what I loved about it was all of the writing on both sides. So this was $5 too. I thought that was very expensive for this. But Connie, we did get a janky to swanky, but I left it in the car. Neither one of us are sure. I can tell you about that later if we Remind me if we still have people. But so I love this, and I was thinking of making a tassel out of it, making this be the topper just so that I could always have it because I thought it was really awesome. So this is a keeper, but I don't, not to worry, because look, I got all of these. So I got more from another lady. They weren't quite, this one has a little bit of writing on it, both sides, but not as much. But yeah, but I thought these were all good. There were some of them that were very broken, so I didn't get any of those. I don't want to give you guys broken stuff. So I got that. And then I found these two bobbins, and the only reason I thought they were extra big, but I love the neutral color of the threads on them, but they also would make great tassel toppers. So those, I've got those for the boxes for you guys. I've got these too, and I thought they were really unusual. I've never seen anything like it. So I may have to keep one. I don't know, and I don't even know which one. I don't know. I kind of like the texture and the interest on this one, where this one's just a little too perfect, but they're both super old. I don't know, but then you think, oh, maybe you want to keep the perfect. I'm not sure, but this one's got like a nail in it. I don't know, I just think this one's more interesting. And I feel like if I'm putting it in a box, someone might maybe be better with this one. And I'm kind of drawn to this one, so I don't know. But I may keep one of those and maybe eventually put it in a box. I got this is a lid. I was thinking it was for a crock, but I didn't know what this was. Well, if you watch Julie's video, or if you know anything about antiques, this is actually an old salt lid. So the salt containers would be, you know, like this big and about that high. And then this lid would be on top of it, and you would lift the lid up, pinch your salt out, do your thing, measure it, whatever you're gonna do, and you'd close the lid back down. But I thought, I love the patina, I love the rusty top. I just thought it was awesome. It's all original. And so I got it and thought, sometimes you get crocks or bowls or just some kind of a container. And if you had something like this, then you don't necessarily have to put something in it, but it could be a rise or like some height. And I could use this for a candle or something on top. And I thought if I kept my stuff back here, that would be a really cute, interesting thing. So I'll keep a hold of this for a while and see if I've got to go around and look at my containers and see if I have something that fits it or not. Oh, this is a cute idea for you guys. So I kept admiring these ironstone mugs. It was $10, which is way ridiculous, but that's what ironstone is, always expensive. Sometimes you can find it at Goodwill if you watch, but see how thick, like you can imagine how heavy this mug is, very heavy. It is not marked ironstone, but it was a super reputable guy. He's been there for 25 years. We've bought stuff from him before, and it was in his booth, so I knew it was truly, you know, no knockoff anything. I know that it is ironstone for sure. But what I saw, this gal had one of these old spoons, and this just happened. I pulled out all of my baby spoons because the minute I saw her idea, I wanted to do it also. So I'm going to share it with you guys. But she had a baby spoon. I hate to do it here with the, I'll just hold it backwards. But she hung her baby spoon over the lip. And I thought, oh my gosh, I knew Randy or I, one of the two of us, this is one of our baby spoons. I've got to ask my mom or his mom if she remembers which is which. Hang on a minute. Well, let me see if I can just put some buttons in here for now. I wouldn't waste the buttons well, maybe. It depends on where I put it. If I put it, like there, so I put buttons in the bottom just to get my other silverware in here where you can see. But this is just, it's either mine or Randy's. I'm not sure which. And I thought that would help. Yeah, maybe the spoons aren't the best, or the buttons aren't the best. But, and then there's a little fork. And again, I don't know if they're mine or Randy's. Here's a little spoon. Oh, what's it say? Oh, birth record of Tammy, April 1961. What does that say? It says something, and then it says the 22nd. That's my birthday. This was mine. Oh, and look, there's a little stork right. Can you see this? Right there. I'm not sure you can make it out, but this was my baby spoon for sure. And then here's another fork. So I know one of these was, like, each of these was ours. And then there's this little hanging one to hang over the front. And I thought, how cute to display, you know, our family. I always had I have both of our little silver drinking cups. Both of our moms had one. And so I have those out, and sometimes I put them away, but so there you go. There's your idea for your childhood spoons and things like that. Or if you don't have yours, just pick some up. I think that's a really cute display. Oh, here's a treasure for me. So I'm keeping that mug, of course, for $10 more. I just felt like that was too much. I felt like it was too much, but it is what it is. You know, you got to pay up on these things. So this one says Volrath, Vollrath, and it's an old porcelain pot. The hinge is working. It's in pretty good shape. It's got little holes where it would strain when it poured. I just thought it was adorable. I love that it's got this side's better with the marks and the chips and all of that, and you can even see it's got, there you go, you can see it's even not like perfectly pristine white. It's so funny, the more banged up and patinaed or whatever, the more expensive they are. But this is a treasure. I'm keeping this. Keeper. Okay, let me go into my keeper pile for here. This is the first one of these that I've bought. It's carved. The handle has some carvings in it, and then it is a candy mold, and it's very, very old. Again, it is a, it was in a reputable vendor, like everything they have, you know, it looks like a child's piece. Yes, it probably was from a kid's play set, Terry. I would say so because it's so small. I would say you're right. I don't think it was a creamer or anything like that. I do think it was probably a child's. Yeah, I love it. So this lady, she always has awesome things. Her husband, they just have awesome. It's one of those booths that you just walk through and you know you'll never buy anything there because you can't afford it. Well, she had a collection of these molds, and they were basically like what you have normally seen, but I thought this one was just so unique. It was $40, just to tell you. And I absolutely loved everything about it, and I thought it would look great propped up like with a breadboard behind it, or just on its own, or laying in a dough bowl. Like, I loved the texture of this, so I picked this up. Probably a little extravagant, yes, but I will treasure it for many, many years, so that makes it worth it. It's not something that I'm gonna get rid of. I know it was a very old piece, and I'm confident in that, so there's that. Okay, so I found a jackpot, kind of, on these miner's pins that have the, well, this one is USS, so this must have been a military, oh yeah, these are all USS, so this must have been maybe some tags, maybe, I don't know what, tags for USS, I'm gonna say maybe Navy, I don't know, maybe you guys know, but they're all brass tags, so happy to have found those. And then I found these, and the guy said that they were animal tags, and you know, we can't be sure. He said they were animal tags. I always thought that these are miners pay tags, so now I'm getting confused. Another guy said they were tool tags. Most people say that they are the miner's tags. So I don't want to mislead you guys. I've always been told that these numbers, when a coal miner brought his cart of coal full back to the top and they dumped it, they had these big pins, which I was able to get some big pins. I don't think I got the miner's type pins, but they're big like this. The brass pins are going insanely expensive, so I can't buy any more of them for you. I know I've sold you guys a lot of my old stash that I had, but these pins, I always wore these on my skirt. I always had a pleated skirt that these were on. Anyway, your pin would be on your jacket, and then they would give you one of these rings for your load, and you would put it on here, and then at the end of the week you would get paid by how many of these you had. I have heard that story over and over and over by a lot of old timers, so I always believed that. But these, I don't know if the guy just made up the story because they were in such bad shape, but he said he thought they were animal tags from from like, because they were in such bad shape and so dirty. I still don't know if I believe him, but he said that someone's probably unearthed them or found them with metal detectors or whatever, but he swore they were like goats or lambs or something like that, tags for that. I don't know. Julie and I discussed this over and over, but we also heard they were like tool tags. Maybe this could have been that. I have no idea. You know, how do we know? We don't know, but I really love the mining story. But so I got a few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 pins for your baskets or your boxes. So that's cool. And then on the lines of the tags. So you guys know how many of these tags that I have had and gone through and all of that over the years. This was a really unusual tag that I'd never seen before. It says WCM. And it has the number 2 on it. I know this is backwards. It has the number 2, but I've heard they're not letting us flip things around right now, so I didn't even try. But it was $10. The guy would not come down on it. I thought that was very expensive. So you can see, if you guys, I send you guys a great big box. There's a lot of things I can't send you because they're just so expensive. You know, they're just too expensive. But I thought for me to hang that on one of my bottles, like I'm thinking, or to hang it, since it's got all of this, I may do it with a tassel and put it with this piece and make this part of the tassel. And you see, out of these 2 pieces, I've already got $15 in it before I even make it. So it's when you're, you know, when you're using craft store things, sometimes it's a little less, you know, it's less, but it's also maybe not, doesn't have the history that these have. So I don't know, just, oh, here's a Miners. I got a whole look. I forgot about this guy. I hadn't opened this up yet. I did get some of those Miners pins. So they looked more like this, okay? These, oh, this is just a giant safety pin, but these were more, I think, on ladies' apparel, like that. I think that was more like that. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know. But then there's like a real safety pin, a big one. And then these, though, were the ones that the men wore, and then they tied those, or hooked those tags on them. And that makes a lot more sense for these. So, okay, so I got you some of those. You know how many keys I already have. But I got more keys because I would like to put 3 in every box. So I got a whole pile of keys. I probably have 10 times that already. Oh, and I got this really cool, like if somebody's name is a B, and you need this, let me know. I grabbed it because it's great in the top of a bottle. If I were upstairs, I would show you mine with the little valve, but this goes great in the top of a bottle. And then you would want to glue a button on this side. It was what I did anyway, or an earring or something small. And then this screw just closes that in just fine, but that would make the best bottle, or I can make a bottle for you if you want. I got this little faucet thing I can put in a box. And the girl that I got this from, she made necklaces, and she had like a button thing here in the middle, and she just hung this on her chain, and that was her necklace. That would be awfully heavy. I got a few bags of these. Oh shoot, I keep dropping it. How's there another one? I got them right here. These clock faces for you guys to craft with. They are truly really cool. What did I have to pay? $20. I paid $20 a bag. Okay, so but there's plenty in there, so I thought I could send everybody 3 clock faces that gets a box. Maybe I should start taking orders for these. Oh, here, maybe I should start taking orders for these boxes, but I don't have a price figured yet. Are the boxes, oh, what does that say? Are the boxes different prices? You know, Darla, I haven't worked all of that out yet. Becky, oh, you want the B? Okay, Becky, can you message me? You want one of the mystery boxes? Okay, Cindy. And Belinda needs something. I don't know what it was. I should have been looking. I'm sorry. Oh, and Belinda wants a Miners pin. Okay, a Miners pin. Gotcha. Yes, Darla, it is. There's something about them being real. I must have missed a lot of messages here. I'm looking back through. It's listing people that are watching, which it doesn't always do that for me, but that's great. Okay, and I never call you guys out. Yes, you want the B. Okay, so I thought I could give everybody 3. Like I would give you a mix, but I've got tons of these. I might be able to give you more, but But yeah, I went ahead and ordered them because I thought, well, maybe I could put them online for sale for you guys too on our website if someone didn't want the box. Oh, I'm not even gonna mess with putting those away. What else is in here? Is that it? Oh, I did get one little button puller with a wooden handle. That'll go in somebody's box. So there's that. Okay, so I was kind of watching for some tea sets also. Kathy from Royal Funky Junk and Debbie from Style. I know it's MDAZ, but is it Style or Design or I'm kind of new to her, but anyway, you could find her through the pages I follow. But they are painting old silver. I tried to make sure that it wasn't marked anything great. I'm gonna check with my stepdad before I go painting because I don't want to paint over anything that's awesome. Every silver thing I picked up was marked, and so I don't want to do real, like I don't mind silver plate. I just don't want to do silver. But yeah, both of these are marked, and I don't know anything about silver, but he knows a whole lot about it. So I'll ask him before I do it. Yeah, this one's really got a lot, but it's a beautiful teapot or coffee pot, whatever. And all of these details, oh, it's really dirty, but I thought this would be a fun one to paint and do some detail work on. And I loved that it had like all of this stuff. I don't know, I just thought it would be really pretty painted. It's pretty like it is. Normally, the old me would have put this up and been proud of it just like it is. But these girls are influencing me. That's what they're supposed to be doing. But this is one that I started working on in my group. We've been breaking this down and did the little lines at the bottom. And this was raised, so it was almost like painting by number, you know? And I really enjoyed doing that. It was very relaxing. It was like almost like adult coloring books, you know? And so I told Julie, I want to find a couple more pieces like that just because, thanks Terry, just because it was fun to do a Studio AZ-MD. I think it's Studio MDAZ. I think you got it backwards. I know it's MDAZ. I'm 99% sure, but Studio, that's exactly right, Julie. She is adorable and so fun. And then this other little sugar bowl. Look at this one. I'll be able to like color in, not color, but paint in, and then all of this texture is gonna grab. So I thought that was a beauty. Even the lid has a pretty thing. This is gonna be a really fun one. And it's on both sides. I think this is gonna be a really fun one. But yes, it's like adult coloring books, but I'm doing it with paint. So it's kind of fun. And I just don't want to alter anything that I'm going to hurt its value. I want junk. So there's that. All right. Now this is a dumb thing. This is a keep. You're going to think it's dumb until you see it this fall. I bought old cuckoo clock. Did I see stars? I know, Darla, don't hate me. I know. Terry Reno, thank you, love. She sent me some stars. That's so sweet. Yes, wrote it wrong. Very nice silver pieces. You painted your silver plate tea set with checks. Okay, Belinda, so you see what I mean. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Just the therapy you get out of it. But I do want to be mindful of the piece. So I do need to double check that I'm not hurting anything. And I know it's more therapy for me. And I think more people can relate to this. You know, I just think of my mother, you know, golly, my light's so bright. But like my mom, she would love this way more than she would see this as a dirty, you know, old teapot. And so I'm trying to see it in both lights, both ways. Yes, they're Lovelock weights. I've never heard, I don't know anything about these, but I know that they're weights for a clock, and they're very, very heavy. And they're like pine cones though. See the pine cones in them? And so I have one. Your mom too? Yeah, so that's what I was kind of going for. And it'd be something very unique to put on the website for sale. So yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. Let me have a little therapy and make something beautiful at the same time. So I love these. I have one. So now I found 3 to buy. So that's gonna leave me 4, which is odd, but I'm sure I'll find another one. They were $5 a piece, all places. The one I've had for a year, and then these 3 were the next ones that I found at 2 different booths. So one guy just had this one by itself, and then these 2 I found at another booth. They were all $5 a piece. So super heavy, but love them. Oh, right here in front of me, for you girls that are in my crafting group, you know, I was looking for bits for you, the horse bits. I found you all some. So yay. Okay, let me show you. Okay, this is the project that I made in my group. This came to me at night. I've heard people say that. I've never had it happen to me, but it did happen to me. So I made this with the handmade lace, some old keys, a necklace. What else is on here? There's a button. There's some old pearls, just a little bit of everything in this. It's almost like a tassel, but so I needed more bits from like horses, and I found that one in Amish country, so I knew I had seen more at the store. Never even thought about you girls wanting me to get them. Terry's excited. Good. Well, I got you one. So oh, Belinda, you're so sweet. Thank you, Terry, for the stars. So they're all a little different, so I don't want y'all fighting over them. But here is, so they were all a little dirty. I'm gonna see if they'll clean up. They may just have to be this rusty patina, but I found them at 3 different booths. Connie said she walked in when she's in my group, and so is Joe, and they both found them right away. Took me a little bit longer. So this one, look at this. It's got this clip on it, which is super cool. Like I'm thinking, okay, I need to move my ribbons over to one of these because this is even better. Here's just a nice big chunky one. Here is a double linked one. See the difference? This one has, I don't know how I feel about this. Now, if you're super primitive, you're gonna love this. It might be a little too primitive for me, but it's got still the leather straps with the buckles from where they just cut it off. But there's this one. That's really cool though. So I get it. If someone's like, oh my gosh, that's my favorite one. There's that one. Here is another braided like mine. I got, well, let's see, 1, 2. I was only able to get 2 braided ones. Then there's this one. It's got a little piece of wire stuck on there, which I would leave for sure. Of course, I'm displaying them this way. I'd probably mix it in with the ribbons, probably is what I would do. You do whatever. Now this one's extra cool. It's got the leather strap. It's got these clips and a double twisted metal wire. I made sure that all of them were round. I did see one guy had a couple of bent ones. I didn't want that, but I love this. Love that. And then this one was super unique to me. I thought this one was really cool. And it's a lot smaller than all of the others, so I'm not exactly sure, and I don't know how it goes. Like I don't know. But look at how it has this on it, on both of them. So however you would want to do it, yeah, I don't know, but I thought those were it was really cool how that was. And it's a little bent. If you can see, it's got a little bend to it. So I thought that one was really cool too. So there you go, there's that. So yay girls, I got you all some, and I think I have 3 extras. So that's pretty cool. The bee, was it Belinda, the bits? Yes, Belinda, I thought so too. I'm so excited for my girls that I was able to get these cuckoo clock weights hung from the chain. Yes, that's right, Connie. That's exactly what I thought they were, cuckoo clock. Love the primitive one. Belinda, I'm going to write your name right now because I'm afraid I'm going to forget that. For this valve, because that's pretty cool with the bee. I love that. I knew there'd be a bee girl that would want that. And if not, I was just going to put it in someone's box. Okay, Belinda, I gotcha. All right. So, all right, we're about halfway home. Oh my gosh, about halfway home. So let's keep, oh, someone said something. How do we get in your craft group? Oh, Carolyn, you go to TammyLovesVintage.com is my website. It's just the same name as my page here. And you say .com. So you go there and then you look for Tammy's Making, and it's my membership group. It's only $15 a month. We do a minimum of 3 crafts in there every month, and I always try to be different. And sometimes I'm not, but I try. It's hard to, I don't know, it's hard to come up with things, but I do try. And all of the videos from when I first started in 2019 February, so you have all of 2018, all of 2020, and then this first beginning of 2021 are all in there for you to enjoy. And I think you will if you take the time to look back. If I didn't ever do another video in there and I gave you guys another year or two to catch up, it's all really good. So you'd be good. I bought coins for your boxes. Lots of really cool French, there's all kinds here. Oh, what's that one? Look at that. France. This is a shilling. But for your crafts, whoops, I thought these were awesome. The Republic Elizabeth, I can't even read that. I don't know what that is. Beautiful though, beautiful coins. Really, really cool. So I was excited to get all of these coins for you guys. I got them from 2 different vendors. I dropped one. 2 different vendors. Here's a mix. I've seen these before. I don't know what they are, but I should know. They've got some smaller ones. Oops. This says $500. What the heck is that? Oh, it must Mexican. It's a Mexican. So there's that. So that was fun. So I got you guys a whole, look at all that. So I'll be able to put some coins in your box for you to craft with. I got you tops for your bottles. So I got 3, and then I got this green one. It looks like it's hand blown. Isn't that cool? That's going to be gorgeous on a bottle. I might want to do a green one for a fancy bottle for you guys. I might want to do that myself. We'll see. And then this one's adorable. This is a little porcelain ball. I've done these before on our bottles, and I love these. So I got those bottle toppers for you guys. And then they had these drawer pulls, and Julie got one. And she was like standing here, and it was a super skinny row. So she was standing here, you know, going through the table, and she goes, look, she said, you got to get one. So she had one in her hand, and I was over here, and I couldn't get around her to get to where I could see them because she was reaching over here, and I'm over here. And some man comes across, and I saw him looking. So I said, I need one of these, you know. So I grabbed one, and it was broken, and he took all of the rest. So I got a broken one, but it's so cute. It says Corks, C-O-R-K-S. It's got just a little chip on it, which is still fine, but we thought that would be a super cute, either a project, maybe something down for your bar, just a drawer pull on anything. I don't know. The crack kind of bothers me, but it's still awesome. So I got it. I went ahead and got it, but yeah, I wasn't going to put it down for that guy to get. So I bought it, even though it wasn't perfect. I bought it anyway. I bought these little tiny buttons. These are all threaded on. I always collect the tiniest buttons I can find. This was $5 for this little thing. So I have a little ironstone soap dish full of little teeny tiny buttons. So that goes to my collection. You know, I always pick up the wooden distressed fishing bobbers when I can find them. These are not anything to write home to, but they're good for filler for the bottom of my bowl, so I grabbed those. I found this little prism with this ball on the end, and you know how I love to put these inside of my covered wire lampshade hanger things. So I got that for me. That's a keeper. You guys want me to keep going? There's still some of you here, so I'm gonna keep going if you want me to keep going. There's good stuff still. So, all right, I'll keep going. You can you don't have to stay. You jump off if you want to. I bought my first basket. I've been wanting to get an old basket. I really got a big one, didn't I? This is called a twig basket. It's an old twig basket. It's all made with sticks. It's all intact. It was $25 for this little basket, but I thought it was super adorable. I love the workmanship of it. I thought it could sit in the, you know, like on a shelf or something. And anyway, it was $25, but she gave it to me for $10. So I said, what's your best price? Whenever you're antique shopping, you always say, what's your best price? And if they won't come down and there's something else you want, you put it all together and say, what if I buy all of this? How much would it be? So you know, that's how you do it. And anyway, she came down to $10. Thanks, Belinda. I thought it was precious. So it was my first basket, and it'll be great little shelf sitter, or I can even tuck it in one of my big dough bowls. Just look at the texture of it though. So I think it's great. So I loved it. The price was absolutely right for me to be unsure. I wouldn't have given her $25 because I just didn't know I don't know about baskets, but $10, I thought I can't go wrong. So I did it. So there you go. And I have no regrets. So yay. Oh, this is cool. This old man had a bunch of tools, and I've never seen a plane like this. This is a tool, and I don't understand. My husband went golfing, and as I was unloading everything, so I need to ask him if he knows anything about this. It's probably a broken off piece of junk of something, but there was something about it that I loved. I loved how skinny it was. I loved how simple it was. I loved the metal mechanism with it, and I thought it would be a great tucker again in my dough bowls. Or in, like, I love this kind of stuff for that. So this is a keeper. It was $20. I gave him $20. Now this was a little extravagant. Again, this was a guy in one of the buildings. We go to his booth every time. He has awesome, awesome things. And I bought this from him. It was $35. I overpaid because the handle is missing, but at the same time, I know how old it was because he only has awesome old things. But I again saw this in a dough bowl sitting in amongst the greenery and all the advertising lids and stuff. And I just loved I loved everything about it. The pineapple, the fern leaves, like I just thought it was beautiful. So that was a splurge. You know, sometimes you just splurge. I will never regret having this. I will have this forever, and I think it will display great in my kitchen, in my dining room. It will display great anywhere. So there was no question I was getting that, and he would not come down. He knows what he's got. Okay, so I've shown you guys these dough scrapers before, where you have the breadboards and they would scrape the dough off. This one is one that had no handle. It's solid metal, hand forged, and this one came out of Maine. I bought it last year, but the reason I'm showing you this is I love everything about it. I love the roughness. I love the fact that it was used like crazy. I think it's amazing. It was $85. I bought this last year, okay, or maybe the year before even. Okay, I found this little one. And you can see it's a little more perfect shape. So keep this in mind. This is more perfect shape. It also has the solid back, no hole for a handle. And it was $35. So there is something to it when this one's probably a lot older than this one. But I think they're gonna sit together really well. Let me see, show you. Like, see, one's a lot smaller than the other. So I think for displaying purposes, I think they're gonna sit really, really well together. So I love them both. So there's that. Okay. Oh, I did find a couple of Ohio State Reports books. I always try to grab Ohio books when I find them because guess what? I live in Ohio. So there's that. Gosh, oh, this is a favorite. This is a fave. Look at this little tiny corbel that I found. Isn't it sweet? It's so sweet. Usually the corbels are much, much, much larger. They had two of them. I tried to get Julie to buy the other one because she's just like me, but she passed on it. Well, she's got more than I do, but I've never seen one so little and so, I mean, look how chunky. There is a piece missing here. I don't care. I don't even care. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I probably should have bought them both. Later in the day, one of my customers messaged me and asked if I'd seen anything chippy, if I'd gotten anything. This was the only thing I got. I was telling her about it. She says, go back and get me the other one, and it was gone. So I wasn't able to get it for her. But that's a keep. That's a keep. You love it, Becky? I did too. I can't believe Julie passed it up. She said, I'm gonna regret this. You'd like the bit with the leather on both. Okay, I'll see. I just got another message come through from somebody else. I better write that down. They sent me a private message so I don't have to search back through for it. Because if I don't answer you back, you'll know I didn't see it. I may not get back through all of these yet today because I've got to get all of this put away. Terry Reno. You want the one, let's see, what did you say? Both sides that was cut off. Oh, the leather, okay. I thought someone might want that. All right, Terry Reno. I put your name on it, Terry. Terry's in my group, so she knows she's got a plan. She's got a plan for it. There, I go put your name on it. Somebody else texted me something, but I don't know what it was. You love those, Vanessa. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so in line with the dough scraper. For the very first time, we found one with a handle. Oftentimes, you will find this with just an open. So when I was shopping for them, I wanted to be sure that I got one that was closed because I didn't know the open one just looked incomplete. Well, we found two. We both bought one. Julie and I both. The wood is super cool on it. It's very, very old, as you can tell, all hand forged. And we think that these were, what does she call? Oh, what is it? Not a vessel. A trencher scraper. So literally, you like the big long, like the dough bowl. You guys would know them as a dough bowl from me. But anyway, this one guy had one, and it was round, and it was for a bowl. It was like a bread bowl scraper. I wanted it so bad. It was $95 and it was very rusty. It was the same guy I got this from. He doesn't deal at all. Even if you bundle, he really doesn't do much. I really wanted it, but yeah, I just couldn't do it. And we saw a couple booths that had several straight handled ones, like, well, here's one. A couple of straight handled scrapers like this, but they were just plain and maybe a little, like this one's twisted, a little bit bigger. Those are dough scrapers as well, and they didn't even know what they were. So I'm thinking I might find somebody that's, I'll find one. But I don't know, I couldn't part. Why can you give someone 65 for this but not 95 for the other? I don't know. But so we both got one. We're not exactly sure how we're going to display them, but we just knew they were very unique. So that's a keeper. I'm thinking, I'm sorry. Let me get back with the program here. Yeah, we're doing good. We're almost through it. So this I love, and you're gonna, this is probably the third one of these sort of things that I've bought. Look at the numbers on this, the black and white. I absolutely love this for crafting, and I bought it. I paid a little more than I wanted to pay, but if each of us, I think it's a 50-footer. I didn't unroll the whole thing because I wasn't sure I'd be able to roll it back up, but I'm going to keep the first 2 or 3 feet just because I love all of that part, and I love the beginning, you know, this metal part, so I'm sorry about that. I'll probably keep the first 3 feet or so, and then I'm gonna put a bit of this in everybody's box. So I'll probably cut it right here at this line, and like it'll be 3 foot clear up. I'll give you a foot. Everybody will get a foot and stop at the 11, or I could start, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do the one. I'll start right here and I'll cut it off and give you like the 5-foot word. So I think I'm going to do that, and everybody can make use this in one of their crafts and one of their boards or whatever they're going to make. So I thought that was a cool thing for the box, and I could get a lot of bang for my buck to keep the price down for you guys and yet give you something really awesome to craft with. You don't necessarily, a lot of this, and some of it I thought I could put a little greenery. You know, I'm always using greenery in my decor. Like, there's so much I could put in a box. So I'm just going to make them all different. Yeah, but I've got to get my sizing. I got the box I really want, but I talked about this in the last video or two. It was going to be $17 to ship the box, and I had to buy 250 of them to get the boxes down to $2 a piece. I'm never going to sell 250 boxes. So I'm thinking I might only want to buy 50 of them. In that case, they were $4. So then the label that I wanted to do was $1 a piece. So I'm gonna have $20 before I even put anything in it. So I really feel like I need to do a smaller box. Love the tape measure. Oh, you have your dad's. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that, you guys. So there was a booth that I always love their stuff. It's called Twig. I love Twig's stuff. And they had these flashcards. And I thought they were absolutely gorgeous, just gorgeous. And I think they will be great for a crafting project as well. So they were $16, and I will probably keep maybe 4 of that. I'll keep a few for myself, and then the rest will go in the boxes. I really try to keep these boxes in my mind. So, okay, let me show you this. So I always look for this, what did she call it? Candle, I can't remember. Maybe Connie Walls is still on here. She might know. But I found this gorgeous, look at this table runner. It was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The lace on it is incredible. It's all handmade. Think of the time it took. I know I always say that, but I just can't even imagine the patience and the time. When I first spotted this, I was hoping it was just a junky piece, and I wanted to do pumpkins out of it for the texture of this little knobbing stuff. But when I actually opened it up and when I saw the price and stuff, I realized it was too good to cut up. But this is it. It's a table runner. What I love about it, I have a customer that bought a really cool table runner, and it was had all this raised texture all throughout. The problem was trying to set things on it was a little difficult. So keeping that in mind, I really like that the center of this was plain. I also love that it's soft. So when you are putting it on your table, if you guys remember how I like to kind of smush it just a little bit, you know, just do a little bit of smushy to give it a little texture, and then you put your stuff on, maybe curl it a little bit. I never like them straight where they just hang over the sides. I mean, they're okay. It's just not my thing. You know, we all have our thing. So I love that. I love this big floppy lace on the side. So I love this. So this won't go in anybody's box. This will go on my website for sale because it was too good to leave and not bring it to one of you guys. So I had to snag that for somebody. We don't know who, but somebody. So I paid $30 for it, and I'm going to put it on for $40. I'll make $10 for schlepping it through that place and trying to keep it clean. So that, just to tell you. So I need to write that down since I told you that. Okay, whoops, there's the clock face out. All right, then I bought these little finial and wood trim pieces for the boxes, for the tops of your bottles or whatever you want to do with them. But that's just too good. I got you that. Got you that. I got a lamp finial that'll go in. And then these little, just a little piece to glue onto something. Look at that one. That's a beauty. And then, now these 3, I might have a little more trouble giving up, just to be honest. So I'll probably keep these for a little while. They'll be in my box, and if I push them around long enough and don't use them. But there's these ones too. And then look at this one. So I may keep these for me, but I thought they were beautiful. And sweet old man had them. Let's see, what else? Okay, you want to see my best treasure? My very best treasure. Let me show you. My very best treasure, I think you guys are going to be like, what? But I love it. It says Zanesville. It is a metal sign. There is no holes in it or anything. It is super, super old. And it says Zanesville, and this is where I live, is Zanesville, Ohio, and I could not love this more. So again, I see it, I picture it tucking out, out of a bowl or something, or I may prop it up on my mantle, kind of angled in front of a breadboard or one of my ironstone plates. I'm looking over there like, how am I gonna work this in? But it's definitely gonna go for now on my mantle where I can look at it every day and enjoy it for a long, long time. So you will be seeing that in pictures that I post of my decor. Mostly put that over on Instagram. I put a little bit here, but I work Instagram pretty hard these days, so you may find it over there. I had a coach say, where do you like to spend your time? And I really love Instagram stories. I listen to it when I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm getting my makeup on, when I'm driving. I listen to all of the people that I follow, and I love the stories. And I love doing them because they're very short. Like these are so long. I love the little short, hey guys, look what I got. Here's this, and you're done. I love Instagram. So I think, yeah, follow Tammy Loves Vintage over there and check out my stories, and you'll see what I mean if you haven't played with it yet. So my stepdad is German. The German things I always gravitate towards because of that. But look at this little mustard that I found. Now it's not ironstone. It says made in Germany. It's not heavy like an ironstone one would be, but I absolutely love the carvings. I've got to find a little spoon that will match, but if I can bring myself to give it up, I think it would be a great Christmas gift with like a really fancy, yummy sort of mustard for him, but I may have to keep it for a while. I love it though. I love it. Love it, love it. And I love that I have no idea what it says. I know it's backwards for you guys, but you can tell you don't know what it says either. Okay, here's another sign. I love this one. I found this one first. It says furnished rooms, and I thought it might be cute to put in the guest bedroom. I have black and purple in there, and so I thought this might be cute in the guest bedroom. It does have holes for hanging, so I'll do some pretty like tack nails that have a pretty head on them and mount that in the bedroom. So love that. Like I said, I found that one before I found the other one. This one you guys are going to say, who are you and why would you buy that? But some of you will see the beauty in it. It's my first piece of Flow Blue. I have never bought Flow Blue before. My friend Julie has an entire collection of it. It's stunning. I absolutely love it. Most Flow Blue has all kinds of details, and there's so much about Flow Blue that it's hard to know it all, like know it all, I guess. This one says Persian, Johnson Brothers, England. Patent October 2430. I have no idea what that means. There's a number 14 on it. I love that it's crazed, which crazing is, see if I can focus that in. Doesn't look like not today. See if I can hide the light. No, crazing is these little teeny tiny hairline cracks that you cannot feel, but they're in there. It's got 2 chips. A sizable one here, which it's really not. I mean, that's really not sizable. And then one here. Okay. And then besides that, it's in fantastic condition. They only wanted $4 for it. That's why I bought it. I love it. I think it's perfect for a fern. Because it was so inexpensive, I'm going to put a plant in it. And I have nothing blue in my house anywhere, but I love it. So I bought it. So there you go. I can't explain it any more than that. It was the price that did it for me. Had it have been $20, and Julie said she got one, it was in worse condition than that, and she paid $22 or $25. So she was like, you kind of have to get it. And she already had one, or she would have snagged it because I think she saw it first. Okay. Here's another weird thing. You guys, I know I'm all over the place, but I've been doing this a long time, so you find all sorts of things to collect, and then you want to add to your collections. These are the little dice. And I'm sick because the last trip we took, I lost. I mean, they're little. See how tiny they are in my fingers? Like, look at this one. Look how tiny. But they're all little dice, and they're all made from bone. Now this one's split. I'll probably try a dot of E6000 just to see if I can repair it. But you love the Flow Blue. Oh, Lori, I don't know much about Flow Blue. Please go watch my stories over on Instagram if you can before tonight. They're only there for, well, no, I put them on a highlight. Let me back up. So Julie was able to show, we were on quite a bit last night, and we showed her whole not every piece, but we opened up her cabinet doors and showed her beautiful Flow Blue, and she talks a little bit about it. So you find it in stories now, or you can go to the highlight. If you look at the circles at the bottom, I haven't made the cover for it yet, so it's just a picture of us, but it's called Julie, My BFF, and you'll find it because she was a wealth of information last night, and I thought it was good to save it for all of you to watch. So be sure you go check out my highlight over on Instagram. If you're on there, I'd love for you to follow the page. But okay, but yeah, you might learn something about the Flow Blue a little bit. Okay, because there's so many. I mean, Flow Blue is like, it's a lot. There's a lot. It's like silver. It's like the ironstone. You know, there's all kinds of different makers and stuff. But these were $35. So just to give you an idea, it's crazy. But I have a little soap dish full of the dice. I have some wooden ones. I have a handmade wooden one that's super cool. And then I have these. So they're very pricey. I know it's ridiculous, but I love my collection. You know, someday my kids maybe can retire with mom's collection after it ages for a little bit longer. And maybe when they go to sell it all off, poor girls. Yeah, I think we got some good stuff for them to have. Oops, someone's dropped. I got the dropsies today. So there is my dice. I started to say last year, I went with Julie and my friend Sherry, and I bought 4 or 5, and there was a little bag full, and I lost them. I can't find them anywhere. And I know I put them in something so I wouldn't lose them because they were so little. I can't find them. I've dug apart everything. It's been a year. I thought they might show up. No, that's a no. They have not shown up. So this is a cute leather. I cannot read it. It's so old. I can't read it. It's a little leather book. And inside it says Ed Pello from Cleveland, Ohio. He lived on Warren Road. This was April 26, 1898 is when he first had this book. And it's a lumber, it's something to do with lumber measure. At first, when I first saw it, I thought how great to put the pages in for the boxes for you guys for unique, what's the word? It's not Informa. Oh, I told Connie yesterday, we were talking about it. She loves all this. It's not Infirmia. What is it? She'll say it and I'll know. But anyway, she knows what it is. But original old pages. But the more I thought about it, I'm not sure that I can tear this one up. The fact that it's leather, it's perfectly intact. And also another thought that I had was that I have a collection of measuring tools. You guys have seen my wall of tools that are measuring related because I paint houses for like my day job. And so I collect things for measuring. Infirma, there it is, Connie. I knew you'd be on here. I still don't think I said it right. But anyway, oh, there it does. It says Ed Pellin. Oh, it's printed. When I move it, it's got his address. It's carved in there. When I turned it sideways, I could see it. Not sure if you guys, there, looky there. When you look at it straight, you can't really make it out. But when you do that, you can see. Anyway, I thought this might be a good thing to put with my lumber measure thing for a someday set to sell. I thought that would be a really cool addition. Okay, now I've got a first time thing that I've searched for these. I've looked and looked since I was first introduced to them. They were always more, I just never wanted to do it, to spend the money that these are. But I found a guy and he was still, I'm not even gonna tell you how much they were. but they are handmade clay marbles. They're very, very, very old. He said it could be 1700s, 1800s, like they're very, 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 very old. It's no way to say. I mean, these could have been made yesterday and somebody just made them look old. But again, I trusted the man and the things that he had. He obviously knew what he had. And so I did trust that. But and the one thing I didn't get was like I wanted a crock type bowl to put them in. So for now I put them in a cereal bowl, but I do not have the right container for these. But I absolutely love them. I got inspired by Deb and Danelle, the girls that we saw on Friday in person. So cool. She has a huge bowl full. She said she bought them back before they were expensive. I mean, like they want $1 a marble. Like, I'm not kidding. So I didn't go that high, but yeah, they want $1 a marble. And yeah, I kind of almost did. So just to give you an idea, that's where I dropped a lot of my load, but I've always wanted them. And I knew that they were good and I wasn't being taken. So there you go. I did it. I did it. What an idiot, but I did it. So, okay. This I bought. It's a hand painting. I wanted the frame. It's not a hand, it's a watercolor, a hand done watercolor. I wanted the frame. I thought it was beautiful. It's all old and intact. The glass is the wavy, bubbly glass. I don't know if you guys have ever learned how to do that. But yeah, I mean, there's some, yeah, it's pretty cool. If you take your glass, if you have an old picture and you're out shopping and you do this and you've got it, like this is all reflective now, so I can't really tell. But right here, the way the light is, I can see this glass dancing. It's ripply. It's got all kinds of movement in it. I can totally see it from this vantage point right here, that this is old glass. That's how you can tell. Some of these old frames have had the glass, removed or put new, like it's been broken, so they put new glass in. I love when the glass is old. But I don't think I'm going to take this apart. This was probably the one thing that I regret that I bought. I love her, but I think I'm going to put her on my website. I don't want to take her apart. I love it. There's all kinds of beadwork here, and then there's a little bit missing. I love it. So I think she's going to go on my, website for sale. I just can't, I would love to play around with that frame and make something out of it, but I don't know. When you're shopping, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do that. And then you think about it and you can't. So, okay. Next thing up is a little bit of ironstone that I found. I have a good bit of ironstone on my website. You guys can go check it out. This is a McCoy ironstone piece. Love that. Ironstone is just a super heavy, I showed you with the coffee mug. It's just a super thick, heavy product. This is, and also the ironstone not always is stamped. It doesn't, sometimes it has that big lion and it's all real pretty. And sometimes there's nothing on it. Sometimes it's, is it China or Japan? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even going to finish that because I'm not sure. I don't want to tell you wrong. Some of it can be restaurant wear, so it's really hard to tell because restaurant wear is very heavy too. If you picture going to a diner, the heavy white plates. So I'm not an ironstone expert. That's all I really know about it. But I got these pieces. I thought they were cute. And if you look, I've got all kinds of pieces. Another little platter. This has it's got a, oh, what is that? Can't even tell. It's got like a dragon sort of, I don't even know what it is, but it's marked. So got that. And then I have 3 more things to show you. So I bought these drawer pulls. I thought they were really super awesome. I don't know, for a project someday. And in my haste to snatch them up, I got a whole bag full of them. In my haste, I thought they were flat. You know how I hang my glasses on the wall on these? I thought I had those for you guys, and I don't. I thought that's what they were. I I didn't study them enough. You can't see them, but I have my glasses hanging at different points around the house, and I try to make sure they're always on there when I'm somewhere and I need my glasses. But usually you need them flat on the back, and the screw would go in the front to screw them in. That's what I thought I was getting for you guys, and I didn't. When I got home, I realized they have the little pin on the back and the screws are behind. So these will have to go on a cabinet, but I was hoping to put one in each of the boxes. I still could just for a beautiful drawer pull, actually. They're beautiful, but they're not what I thought they were, so that's a regret. I don't really have anything. Oh, besides, I did tell you this. I wish that wasn't broken, but I didn't want that guy to get it because he was buying them all up. He snuck in there and grabbed them right out from underneath us, and he was just a dirty dog, and so he got an uneven set, I can tell you that, because I got one. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, that would be the one regret. And think of how heavy that was for me to carry through that whole place. Oh my gosh, heavy, heavy. So, okay, this is a project for my husband. You know, always come home with something that I need help with. That's probably why he hates that I go. This was a minimal project that he will like too when I get it done. This was an old boat. It's hard to find them. It's handmade. It's got little cutouts for the rudder. The rudder actually moves. I don't know if it's super old. It's like a pond boat, but it makes me think it is, but it may not be because of the hardware on it. I'm not sure. And you can see this super shiny where the paint's chipped off. I don't know that much about it, but it sure has an old look to it. But let me show you the rest. This is the part where I need Randy's help. So it has the old weathered, you know, it could be just that a kid had it and left it outside forever. But look at the sail. The sail is amazing, and these boats are always very pricey, like an original really old one. And I only had to give $15 for this one. So it kind of makes me think it wasn't old, but they had it all strung and the strings were not working. And I told Randy, I said, maybe the lady that sold this to me was trying to rig it up and tied it. We don't know that that's how they were tied originally. So we untied it, and because he kept thinking, the way it was, I thought this went back here and the sail went, I don't know, in between, like, I guess this is upside down, but anyway, this is why I want Randy, this is why I need Randy for. So like this, there, you're kind of getting it. Anyway, then he said no, that this needs to go down here and then do this, which makes more sense, right? Right. And so I think the thing has shrunk because there's no way this can hook up here and allow this to go in where it needs to down here, because there's a piece of hardware right there. So this will go in there. So anyway, that is a project. It's something I want to keep. Oh, look, what does that say? Oh, it says something, you guys. It says something, A-R-D. Harold. I don't know. It says something. Look. See it? You see it. It says something. How cool is that? Ah, that's even cooler. And then Richard Roberts signed his name here on this side. You can see that. So anyway, my basement is kind of nautical-ish. It's not like lighthouses and kind of that kind of nautical. It's more subtle nautical with the bobbers. I have a lot of little boat license plates when they used to make you put the plate on the boat. I don't know if it was on the boat or on the trailer, but they're just little, probably on the boat. I don't know. There's stuff like that. What do I have? Like 5 or 6 oars that I've done different things with down there. So anyway, it doesn't scream nautical, but when you really take your time and look around, it's very nautical. I know I've taken you guys through it, but You love the yeah, you've seen it before, Belinda. Thank you. It's just very different. I love everything old and new. Oh, Jean, thank you. I'm so glad. So glad. He's right. The bar. I know you're talking about the boat. I'm sure of it. You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you, Jean. You're welcome. So one last treasure. Thanks, Belinda. I don't know how old it is, but you're very welcome. Cindy sent me a couple messages. Okay, I'll check. I knew somebody did. I just didn't know who it was. Let's see if there's any more questions. Last thing that I bought. I'm going to show you. And we're going to talk about this because I'm not sure. Okay, I don't see. Oh, there was a message about the boat. Oh, well, I missed it. Okay, so if you guys comment, I'm probably not going to be answering back super quickly, but I will go back through and like them all and stuff, but I got a lot happening tonight, trying to get all this put away and priced and all that stuff. So, okay, I found this book. The jacket drew me in. It's German. That also drew me in. I opened the book and look at the font. Is that not fabulous? Look, it's a mix. Okay, so I'm thinking of you girls. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if I could give everybody, 10 pages or whatever to craft with, how amazing is that? To mix with your sheet music, to mix with your, really browned out, super brittle pages, like just a mix of everything. And then we're thinking, yes, Belinda, it is. And then we're thinking now that it is possibly a Bible. So now, yeah, look here, I just found Worldwide Bible Reading, Thanksgiving to Christmas. Yeah. We were kind of, oh, your husband, your family are German. Awesome, Darla. Thanks, Ellen. Let me see, what's this say? Oh, it's German. I don't even know what it says. It's a card. So there's a name in here. Yeah. At first my thought, well, look there. It must be. Jeez, I haven't even looked at it. Gee whiz, let's see. So it's published in Chicago, but it's totally German. I think it's German. It looks German to me. Their lettering is a little more sharper lines here. Oh no, that's not necessarily. It says 1680 and 1756. No, that can't be. I'm trying to find a date on this thing. And they just jump right in. I don't see a date. But I'm not sure I can bring myself to take this apart for you guys. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Could you do it? I could just see. Now, I know one of you is going to say photocopy it. Well, that's just not the same thing. And I can photocopy a few pages if you want me to for you or your box, but I want the real thing. I'm not doing that. So I wish there was a copyright. You would think maybe they've written it out and not used numbers, but written it in words, but I am not seeing a copyright on here. I'm not seeing any numbers. No. So what do you think? If a Bible, no. Barbara, that's what I think. No with an exclamation point. She makes it. Oh, Belinda says no. Don't take it apart. I know, you guys. I know. You love the book. It would look wonderful sitting on your floor tucked. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, and you're over half German. Okay, Becky. All right. Oh, let's see. I have something else for you here, don't I? Oh, no, that's for Belinda. Okay. I'll put your name in it and let me decide what I want to do. I don't think I can bring myself to cut it. I don't think it's right, and I don't think it should be done. E-E-C-C-I. So I do want to show my stepdad, who's German. He may be like all over it. I don't know. So I do want to do that. I want to enjoy it. I agree with you. At worst, you know what you could do is just lay it open like this as a beautiful thing on the table. So I may do that. I'll keep your name in here though. If I decide to ever let go of it, I will reach out to you. Yeah, but I love it. I just love it. I love, 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 love it. So it wasn't the least expensive thing I've ever bought before, but it wasn't the most expensive thing I've ever bought either. So I had to have it. So anyway, I totally was thinking of you girls. Place it with your German crock. Yeah, there you go. Well, they're not sized too great. But yeah, I could. It would be a nice addition to my Bibles. Yes, Jean. Although it's a little more brown. Well, no, it kind of has a black thing. You're right. It may, if I could look and see the sizes, but it's the way it's done is what's so awesome. So it's disappointing that it's a Bible, because it would have taken me a minute to, even if let's just pretend it's an encyclopedia or the German version of Daniel Steele or something. I would have had a hard time doing that, but I would have done it for you guys because it was just too awesome. But I have a lot of, I have a lot of awesome old books and pages and musics and things for you guys to craft with. You don't need it in the boxes. It would have been like over the top awesomeness for you guys, but I think you'll be very happy once I get it figured out. Yeah. So I'm going to message him tomorrow and see about getting a smaller box so I can get shipping down a little bit. What I was thinking is I want to be able to send you like the large pages and stuff, but maybe I can roll them, or maybe I can fold them over, or maybe I can tear them. You're going to craft with them anyway, but I'd rather you do that tearing thing. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to be yet, but just know I'm working on it. It's just those little details that I've got to get worked out. I guess it's a big detail. I got the stuff. All I got to do is hit go on the labels, and they'll be here in a couple of days, but it's a couple $100 on the labels, so I hate to put those out if, I just don't know. And then the boxes, I just don't want to buy 100 or 250. I have to buy 250 of them to get them for $2. So I'm going to see if he's got a cheaper box that's smaller. I don't know. That's the stuff I'm working on. So you guys, thank you. Thank you for watching and listening to me think. Right? Where's my glasses? They're not up here. Listening to me think out loud, right? And thank you for all of your roll it inside wrapping gapped roll. I don't know what a wrapping gapped roll is. But the roll, whatever I roll it in, has to fit in the box. So even if the box isn't like I really wanted a nice sized box, like a 9x13 brownie pan, I really wanted it like that. I don't know yet. You guys message me, private message me, tell me what you think. Where should I be at on the boxes? I'm kind of thinking 65. That way I can give you some stuff, I can give you some stuff. I could do different levels, but then I've got to buy different sizes of boxes. And if I've got to buy 250 of them, I'm not doing that. So I just want to get a nice thing. Thanks, Connie. What's Fern? Love, love. Oh, thank you, Fern. Well, I love antiquing with you, and I love your name. It was fun to see you, too, yesterday. That was great. Connie, sounds fair. Okay, Barbara. Well, I'm kind of going in the middle. When people message me and say, can I get some lace and papers, or can I get some of this or that? In the beginning, I had so much from all of my crafting here physically in the shop. I had room for 21 girls, and we made things, and so I had supplies. When I closed my store and my classroom area, I really needed to move some stuff out. So I was selling it to you guys at cost, under cost, just to move it out. And so now I'm like buying, and of course everything's going up. So I don't want anyone that bought any of that stuff to be like, well, last time she sent me a whole bunch and now I just got that. Don't want anyone to be disappointed, but I know you were all mindful of my situation and why I was trying to move some things. And I appreciate so many of you helped me out. But some people would say, whatever you think. And I would say, well, how's $25? And then I had a few, not a lot, but there were a handful of you that said, don't go over 125. So I feel like that's kind of in the middle. And knowing that if I go with the nicer box, that would be covered. And I know that not everyone's going to be $17 to ship it too. Like I did up a box, and I pretended I was sending one to my daughter in California, one to my daughter in Arizona. And that's what the shipping came up, 17 something. So, that gave me something to go on. And then $4 for the box. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and then $1 for the label. So I'd have $22 in the boxes, just the box and the shipping, which stinks. So that's why I've stopped, because that just stinks. I hate that. You know, you're spending $20, you're not even getting anything. So you're getting an awful cute box with a cute label on it. A nice box you can reuse with a cute label, but who cares about that? So that's what I'm working out in my head. So anyway, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. What's left? You're welcome. You're welcome, Becky. You did kind of go with me. This is, oh good, Belinda. This is exactly how our thought process was the whole time too. And I did a lot of buying for you guys. Thanks, Lori. Okay. Oh, that's good to hear, you guys. You love the buttons and lace, and well, awesome. That's what I'm going to be putting in the boxes, because all of you guys always like that. So thank you, Kathy, for giving that a heads up. 1943, it has 4-leaf clovers. Oh, that would be awesome, Julie. How neat to get the clovers. You collect old Jim Beam bottles and you don't drink. Kathy. Oh my gosh, I love you. That's hysterical. That's hysterical. Yes, there's a lot of money in the behind the scenes, and that's not counting tissue paper. You know, I want to wrap the tissue, and I want the little sticker on the tissue paper. That's going to be, yeah, I know. But I just, you know, you want to do it like, I want you guys to, when you get it, like to open it up and go, oh, like I want it to be nice. I don't want to just throw it in. You know, we recycle the boxes. When you order from my website, you might get a box that I got a pair of tennis shoes in, or from Amazon, or my Stitch Fix or whatever. And I want these to be clean, nice boxes. So anyway, that's, maybe I'm dreaming. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm too small of a page to want to do it so nice. I don't know. I just, makes me feel guilty when I have to charge, but there it is, where I am. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to put this all away. I'm probably not going to, I tried to answer your questions as we went along, hoping you guys were here to hear your answers. I usually do this all at the end. You enjoyed, but thank you, Ellen. Tina, as your son, this comment makes me wonder what you were doing on the corner when you and Dad met. I missed that. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that, Ben. Oh, thank you, Jean. Thank you so much. So, okay, you guys, I will see you later. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. I love sharing my treasures with you guys, and I'm glad that you you seem to love them as well. So have a great day. Catch me over on Instagram if you want to see Julie's haul. I'm sure she's started putting it away already. We tried to do it last night. Facebook was bad. It would not, it just said 0. We went through we did a whole video like this at her house, but nobody commented, nobody watched. And I thought, well, I never usually do it this late at night, so maybe everybody's in bed. Like, I just knew something was weird, and I had to delete it because it came up and one person saw it and said frozen. So I just deleted it because I knew it was bad. So if you want to see it, we did do it on Instagram. I'm not just trying to ploy you over to my Instagram. But if you are there, you do want to see Julie's treasures. They're completely different than mine for the most part, but so interesting. And we take it like through her house, you know, and she talks about old Crocs, and she talks about the rolling pin. Like, she talks, and you learn a lot from her. So, you know, my stuff's a little more janky, but, oh, speaking of janky, yes, Connie asked me if we did our janky to swanky. We looked, as you know, I saw yesterday, we looked for janky to swanky project. We did not have any luck finding anything. And we saw this, you know, when you have a stand and the mirror has that horseshoe, pretty wooden holder, and the mirror's like being held and you can swivel the mirror, you know. Well, this one guy had this thing, and he wanted, oh, I forget what he wanted, $40 for it, I think. It was in perfect shape. It was beautiful, but we were talking about splitting it in half like we did our table leg. But we couldn't bring ourselves to cut it. And he didn't have 2 that matched. And we thought, what are our chances of finding another one? So then about a couple hours later, we're walking around, and this guy had 2 of the arms separate, and they were $5 a piece. So we bought them. Okay. So now we're looking at this thing. Well, someone said it looked like a flamingo. Well, then we're like looking at it, trying to see the flamingo in it, and we both saw a duck or a swan or I saw Dino of the Pebbles and Flintstones, Dino, where he slides off of his back. It's totally Dino. And I can't unsee it. That's what Julie said. I can't unsee it. We need more. This isn't enough to do a janky to swanky. So it's the only thing I didn't unload out of the car because I didn't even want to look at it. So, but it's just one of those brackets that would hold a mirror. It's very pretty. But if you could picture a wooden serpentine sort of Dino, that's what it is. So, yeah, probably not gonna do a janky to swanky out of that. Maybe we'll find something to do with it. I don't know, but we both have one. So there you go. So you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. It's always a pleasure to visit with you guys, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.